All right, everybody, welcome back for another deep dive.
And today we're zeroing in on, you know how everyone's always telling you got to be on LinkedIn, especially if you're a healthcare professional?
Yeah.
Well, we're diving into exactly why that is and how to make LinkedIn actually work for you.
So no more just randomly accepting connection requests and hoping for the best.
Exactly.
We're going to be looking at advice from branding expert Grant McGaw.
Okay.
And he's got some seriously good tips specifically for healthcare professionals.
And the cool thing about Grant is he's not just some guy with a PowerPoint.
Right.
He's actually a top voice on LinkedIn for personal branding, according to LinkedIn and Thinkers 360.
Oh, wow.
Right. The guy knows his stuff.
Yeah.
And on top of that, he hosts the Follow the Brand podcast, which, by the way, won an award from FeedSpot.
Oh, wow. So he really does this stuff.
He does this stuff.
Yeah.
So we're not messing around here.
So he's all about optimizing your LinkedIn profile. He's got this whole checklist.
Oh.
And the first thing he always talks about is your photo.
Oh, yeah.
Which, I get it. We all know a picture is worth 1,000 words.
Of course.
But I think people underestimate how important that is on LinkedIn, especially in healthcare.
Oh, absolutely. It's huge. I mean, that's the first impression, right?
It is.
It's like before you even read anything about them, you're seeing their face. And so it's got to convey trustworthiness, competence, approachability, all those things that you want in a healthcare professional.
And it's funny because I feel like a lot of people use their wedding photos.
Oh, yeah.
Or that one good photo.
Right, where they're cropped out of a group.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's 10 years old.
Totally.
So Grant's really big on having a professional photo.
Makes sense.
That's actually, recent.
Yeah.
And makes you look approachable.
Right.
But also you know what you're doing.
Competent. Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got the picture down.
The next thing on Grant's list is a custom banner.
Ooh, a custom banner.
Yeah. Have you thought about that?
I haven't really.
I haven't either.
It's one of those things you kind of just scroll past.
Yeah, you just ignore it.
Yeah.
But he says it's actually prime real estate
Oh, wow.
to really showcase what you do.
Okay, so it's another visual element, but instead of your face, it's
Yeah.
I don't know, your brand or your specialty or something.
Yeah, so if you're a cardiologist,
Right.
maybe you have a subtle EKG wave pattern.
Oh, that's cool.
Or if you're a pediatrician, maybe something a little more playful.
Right. It's geared towards kids. Yeah.
Exactly. It's another chance to really stand out because you know how many people just have a generic stock photo or even just leave it blank?
Oh, yeah, most people probably.
It's true.
So you don't want to be that person.
Yeah.
All right, so now someone's on your page.
They're intrigued by your awesome photo and your eye-catching banner.
Okay.
What's next? The headline.
Oh, the headline.
This is your elevator pitch. You've got a couple of seconds to make an impression.
So what do I put there? My title.
So you could, but Grant says that's not enough.
Right, because everyone has their title.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's got to be catchier than that. You want to use keywords
Okay.
so that when someone searches for, say, an oncology nurse specialist in their area,
Right.
you pop up.
Oh, that makes sense.
But it's also about sparking curiosity.
So instead of just registered nurse.
Right. Which is everyone's a registered nurse.
Yeah.
How about something like compassionate oncology RN, empowering patients through every step?
Ooh, I like that much better.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the same qualifications, but it tells a story.
It does, yeah. And it makes you sound like a human being.
Exactly.
And speaking of stories, that takes us to the summary section.
Okay. The about me part.
Yep, that's the one.
Yeah.
And this is where you really get to expand on that story that you started with your headline.
And Grant actually shares this great story about a client of his.
Oh, yeah.
She was a neurosurgeon, super brilliant, but her LinkedIn summary was reading a textbook. Oh, no. I know, super dry, no personality whatsoever.
Right.
So they worked together to revamp it, and they really focused on highlighting her passion for patient advocacy
Nice.
and her unique approach to post-operative care.
So it wasn't just her credentials and what she was qualified to do.
Right.
It's more about who she was as a doctor.
Exactly.
And get this, after they made those changes,
Yeah.
she started getting flooded with connection requests from top hospitals and research institutions.
Wow, so she became the go-to person.
She did, just by telling her story authentically.
That's amazing. What a difference.
It's powerful, right? Okay, so we've talked about photos, banners, headlines, summaries. What am I missing?
Let me think. Oh,
Recommendations.
recommendations.
Right, those are important.
Huge, because think about it.
Okay.
Would you rather see a movie
that has 5 stars and rave reviews.
Right. Or one with no reviews at all.
Definitely the one with the good reviews.
Exactly. Recommendations are basically your 5-star ratings on LinkedIn.
Okay. That makes sense. And it's especially important in healthcare, I feel like.
100%.
Because trust is so important.
Yeah.
So if you see that other people are recommending this person, it's like, okay, yeah, they must be good.
They're legit.
Yeah.
And it's not just about like getting recommendations from your former bosses or whatever.
Right.
Grant's a big fan of reaching out to colleagues, mentors, even patients.
Oh, wow. Patients.
Yeah.
Interesting.
If you've had a positive impact on them.
That's really cool, actually.
It's powerful stuff. All right. So what else do we need to know?
Well, we've got to mention certifications, awards, recognitions, all that good stuff.
Oh, right. You can't forget those.
Yeah, because those are like, they add credibility.
Yeah, they show you're not just like coasting.
Right.
You're actually staying up to date on the latest advancements in your field.
Exactly. And that you're invested in your own professional development.
Which is huge in healthcare.
Absolutely.
Because things are constantly changing.
Right. You got to stay on top of it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Last but not least.
Okay.
Grant's a big advocate for getting a custom LinkedIn URL.
A custom URL.
Yeah.
So instead of that like long string of numbers and letters.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
It just looks more professional.
It does.
And it shows that you're serious about your online presence.
Right. It's like having your own domain name.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So to wrap things up,
we've covered a lot of ground here.
We have.
But I think the biggest takeaway is that LinkedIn is so much more than just a resume online.
It is.
It's a chance to really tell your story as a healthcare professional.
Right.
To connect with the right people and to really open doors that you might not even have known were there.
Exactly. And to build your own brand as a thought leader, potentially in your field.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which brings me to something really exciting.
Okay.
Grant actually offers this 30-day challenge where he personally guides you.
So it's not just like a course you take online.
No, it's like having Grant as your own personal LinkedIn coach.
Wow, that's amazing.
So he helps you optimize your profile.
Okay.
Gives you feedback on your headline and your summary.
Mm-hmm.
And you're also part of this community of other healthcare professionals.
Oh, cool. So you can like network and stuff.
Exactly. So if you're serious about taking your LinkedIn to the next level, I highly recommend checking out Grant's 30-day challenge.
I'm sold. Where can I sign up?
We'll have a link in the show notes. Trust me, this is one challenge you actually want to accept.
Yes, I agree.
All right, everyone. That's it for today's deep dive. We'll see you next time.
Bye.